Hello folks, Vorpal Plating here. This is episode 5 of Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. And last we left off, we had just cleared out the farm area. And we were pretty close to getting our adventuring party to Kuldahar. So let's pick up where we left off. I did notice that Regis has leveled up, so let's level up Regis before we head through. Regis, if you'll remember, is our thief. He's our dungeon type thief. This level up, he has no proficiency slots. However, he does have 25 skill points. And so we'll go ahead and we'll round robin that through open locks, find traps, move silently, and hide in shadows. Alright, that's all of his skill points. We don't have any new proficiency slots. He's using Aspel's dagger, so let's fix that. Do we have a short sword? Yeah, we have a short sword. He's way more proficient in a short sword than he is a dagger. I'll fix that the next time he can level up. And I'll go ahead and put this gem in his bag here. These throwing axes we're not going to equip. Those are the things that we sell when we get to town. And I will go ahead and it doesn't look like I can put his bow in a quick slot, so that's okay. Let's just make a quick run through the rest of the party. Let's give Strider some more arrows. Looks like we've got some stuff we can sell there. Nesbeth, we've got a scroll that we can sell. We've got a shield that we need to identify. Let's go ahead and give those arrows to Strider. Gelvan has a lot of stuff that we can sell. Tavalnish has a lot of stuff that we can sell. We may pick up a couple of more healing potions if we can find them in the next town. And then Deanne has several things to sell, and we'll probably pick up a healing potion for her as well. So with that said, Regis is leveled. We've done some inventory management. Let's head through to Kuldahar. Alright, our journey took 8 hours. Let's speak to this young boy here. I knew you'd make it through. Knew it. Who are you, and how did you know we were coming? I'm Nate. Arendelle said that help was on its way. I've been out here every day keeping a lookout for you. Where's the rest of your army? Are you just the scouts or something? Sorry to disappoint you, but we're alone. Alone? I thought for sure that Tin Towns would send an army to help us. Wait till Arendelle finds out it's just you. Who is Arendelle? Arendelle's my friend. He's the oldest and smartest man in the whole world. He can talk to animals, you know. You should probably go see him. He'll be wanting to talk to you too. Very well. Where can we find this Arendelle? He lives across this bridge on the other side of the brook. Just look for the house with the 3 big rocks out front. Thanks, Nate. Farewell. Let's talk to our friend here. Why, by the hells, I wasn't expecting any new faces in Kuldahar, with the passes being what they are. You from East Haven? How did you get through it? We were part of an expedition from East Haven, but not all of us made it. My sympathies for your fallen comrades. What happened? The pass is snowed in, and to make things worse, there's a horde of creatures in the pass, mostly goblins and orc. I doubt any caravans will be through for quite some time. That is grim news indeed. I fear things here in Kuldahar are not much better. You may wish you'd stayed in East Haven. I must find the Arch Druid of Kuldahar. Where is he? Arch Druid of Kuldahar? Friend, there is no Arch Druid of Kuldahar. I hope you didn't travel through the pass to find one, else your journey's been in vain. Is there anyone, another druid perhaps, that might know for certain? Well, there's old Arendelle. We've seen him talking to birds, but we figured that he was, well, a little touched in the head. Could be he knows where you could find a druid. Alright. I may look for him then. I had more questions about Kuldahar first. What did you want to know about Kuldahar? Or did you want to know what's been going on around Kuldahar? Around Kuldahar? Do you mean the weather? This winter's been a season of evil here in Kuldahar. People vanishing, sudden storms, monsters sighted in the pass. It's all going to get a lot worse before the year is done. Mark my words. I see. Anything else you can tell me? Ask some of the other townsfolk. They might know something I don't. And you'll never know what bit of information they got in their heads they might randomly cough up when asked. Very well, then. Can you tell me a little bit about the town? Well, Kuldahar is not a big place, but I can tell you a bit about it if you want. Any supply shops or weapon shops? There's two, if weapons are what you're wanting. Go see Conlon the Smith in the north center part of the town. His forge is burning day and night, so it's hard to miss. If you're looking for general supplies, go see Girth. His shop's near Kuldahar Run, north of the bridge. It's got a railing that runs around the edge and juts out over the river. I must take my leave. Farewell. Alright, well, it's just north of the river, so let's see if maybe this is the general store. Well, Girth. Hello, Girth. Ah, whereso the wind blows, travelers seek shelter. And supplies, mayhap? Good day and cheer to you, ma'am. My name is Girth. I tell by the cut of your cloth and your bearing that you are a visitor fresh to Kuldahar. Is there something you wish to purchase? What is this place? This is my shop, friend. I supply caravans in the shade of this old great oak. This shop was my father's and my father's before him, and it dates almost 3 generations back, if you can believe it. Like many of the places in Kuldahar and the surrounding lands, there is much history to be found if one digs deep enough. Are you a historian? Nay, I wouldn't go so far as to say that. I dabble in time's passage, perhaps, but not a full-time occupation, merely a hobby. I do enjoy learning more of the past and examining trinkets from around the area. I have quite a collection. A little museum of sorts. Some call it junk, but, well, what sort of things do you collect? Keys, notes, books on the region. If you happen to come across any on your travels, I'll pay a fair sum for them to take them off their hands. If I come across keys, books, or documents that I may need later, can I purchase them back? Of course! I purchase such things only for my own interest and to preserve the history and culture of the region. They do not end up rattling on a rattling caravan to some Kalimshan market, that's for sure. Very well, may I see what you have for sale? Alright, let's take a look. Deanne has some shields. I'm going to go ahead and sell these while we're here. Doesn't look like Girth is real interested in the weapons, but we can definitely get rid of the shields. And then let's see what Tavalnish has. Same for Tavalnish. Looks like several shields. Girth is not going to purchase any of the weapons. Gelvan will sell off these shields. Same thing. Sell those off. He's not interested in the throwing axe that Regis has. How about Strider? Strider doesn't have anything Girth is interested in. Let's see, can Girth identify this shield for us? It's worth 100 gold at this point. This small shield was created as a gift from the leader of the clan Battlehammer to one of the trusted servants. The servant, Werder Stoutbrew, protected the clan leader's family from being killed and eaten by Yeti. Werder wore the shield proudly for 10 years before he was killed by orcs in the spine of the world. His sacrifice allowed a few keep members of the Battlehammer clan to escape safety. Equipped statistics, armor class +2, but no protection against no protection against regular missiles. Alright, so the Stout Ward here.
Yes.
I wonder, did it say, can Gelvan even use this? Let's take a look. We'll pass that off to Gelvan. Let's take a look at the scroll. Yeah, it's a magic user scroll, so Gelvan can't use it. However, we can swap in the Stout Ward. So let's see what that does to his armor class. Goes down by 1. Alright, good. So let's get Girth to take a look at some of the rest of this gear. So Galvan, you have some small shields we can sell. Regis we've already looked at. Strider, Nesbeth, Tavalnish. Alright, that's everything that we can sell. We've got 717 gold. Let's see. We've got plenty of arrows. Oddly enough, he won't buy weapons, but he'll sell weapons. Interesting. Let's go ahead and see if we can buy Strider. Strider only has 1 scimitar, and he has dual weapon capability, and he's proficient in scimitar. So let's take a look and see if there's an extra scimitar here. No, but there are some interesting... I don't have a bard in the group, so I don't know about these 2 items. I don't have enough money anyway. And History of the North Part 1. I may buy that and read it at another time. The rest of this doesn't look like there's anything else of interest. We'll keep those gems in the gem bag for now. Thank you, Girth. We're gonna go see Arendelle across the river here, and then we may head over to we'll head over to the blacksmith after we meet with Arendelle. We probably need to talk to him first. Here's the 2 big stones. Is this Arendelle? Nope, that's a townsperson. Stop right there. Don't take another step. Who are you? How did you get through the pass? I mean no harm. What's wrong? We had some trouble of late, and now we've got strangers in town that shouldn't have been able to get through that pass. Care to explain how you got here? We were part of an expedition from East Haven, but not all of us made it. My sympathies for your fallen comrades. What happened? Same answer we gave to the other townsperson, and I'll take my leave here. Let's go ahead and head in here and see if Arendelle's in there.
Welcome. I've been expecting you for some time now.
Arendelle expecting us? How is that possible? We've only just arrived in town.
Yes, well, bad news travels upon swift wings in these mountains. I know about your expedition from East Haven. I know why you are here, for it was I who sent for you.
You sent for us? I don't understand.
I am Arendelle, known to some as the Arch Druid of Kuldahar.
Ah.
Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arendelle, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
You are Arendelle, eh? The Arch Druid? Then I assume you can tell me what's going on around here.
Yes. It was I who sent Hallister to East Haven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion. He will be missed, as will Hrothgar and the other members of your expedition.
You know about the avalanche?
Oh yes, I know. I also know that it was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
Tell me, Arendelle, what troubles this town?
There are malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
Malevolent forces? Could you be more specific for us?
Oh, would that I could. The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass. These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances?
I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of?
Tell me about the unnatural weather.
The weather in these mountains has always been harsh, but never like this. Fierce storms ravage the valley without warning, often lasting for several days at a time, before vanishing as quickly as they come. It is barely midway into leafall, and yet the pass to the south has been snowed in entirely. Weather such as this is most unnatural. Nature presents itself in cycles that are predictable by those who know what to look for.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances?
I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of?
Tell me about the recent rash of abductions.
Oh, yes. Terrible, terrible. At first, there were tales told by travelers of companions disappearing into the night, snatched up from their bedrolls as they camped along the narrow trail that winds through the pass. We did not think much of these tales, for such occurrences are not unheard of in these mountains. Then one night, Conlan's boy Sheemish went missing. The next morning, the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished without a trace.
That is strange indeed.
The boy was just the first. Several nights later, another disappeared, Megan Potts, the local midwife. Her husband Khalil was grief-stricken to the point of madness. With barely a word to anyone, he snatched up his sword and marched off into the darkness after his wife. No one has heard from him since. And now, the abductions are occurring more frequently. Iden, the old innkeeper from the Evening Shade, was taken only 3 days ago.
Can you tell me more about these disturbances?
I can only tell you of what little I know.
Tell me more about
I'm
these
sure
monster
you've noticed by
sightings.
now. There seems to be quite a few goblins about. It is not usual to see so many of their kind roaming the mountains so late in the year. It is almost as something has drawn them out of their holes, like carrion birds drawn to the scent of death. As if the goblins weren't enough, several giants have been spotted moving through the pass in groups as large as 10. That many giants traveling together in such numbers indicates they are organized and are acting with a singular purpose. I have watched their activities closely. Their tracks trace a deliberate pattern through the mountains, almost as if they were on patrol. Another thing, while I was out scouting the giants, I discovered other sets of tracks I have never encountered before. What manner of beast made them? I could not say.
You spoke before of balance. What sort of balance are you talking about?
The balance. It is what the Druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve for generations. It is all around us. It is us. Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist, no longer contending with one another, but coming together as two parts of a whole.
You really take this nature thing seriously, don't you?
Balance is the belief that this town is built upon, the very reason for its existence. Druids of Sylvanas, the Oak Father, have tended this shrine since the beginning. For hundreds of years, we have striven to achieve the ideal balance between man and nature. When settlers finally came to this pass, it was the Arch Druid Tolban, my predecessor, who laid the foundation for the relationship that led to the birth of this community.
Shrine? What shrine are you talking about?
The Great Oak, the massive tree that stands above us, around us. It is a holy shrine to Sylvanas, for it was he who planted its seed when Faerun was first born. It is a testament to the raw power of nature, a monument to its ability to thrive in the face of adversity. Thanks to Tolban, the great oak we Druids called the Kuldahar, and the town that has come to be known by the same name, have together become a monument of even greater significance. A monument to the balance.
Who is this Tolban?
Tolban was the catalyst for the transformation of the shrine from a sacred grove to a thriving community in which man and nature exist as one. At first, settlers were kept away from the site. The Druids of old saw outsiders as an affront to the sanctity of the tree and its sphere of benign influence. They erected thorny brambles to keep intruders out, and used their powers to frighten away the men and women that came to build homes in a place they felt was obviously so close to the gods. It wasn't until the succession of Arch Druid Tolban that things changed. Unlike his predecessors, he believed that the settlement of the valley was not only inevitable, but it was actually the will of Sylvanas. He also believed that we had been wrong in keeping the settlers away, and that the Oak Father had intended people to share in the miracle of the Great Oak from the beginning. When Tolban finally became Arch Druid, he formed a plan to fulfill the destiny of this sacred site by bringing about a union between the Great Oak Shrine and the settlers. It was this union that the Arch Druid Tolban believed would achieve the harmony that we had been striving for generations. The harmony between man and nature. As it stands, Kuldahar is a monument to this vision. The tree and town exist in a natural symbiosis, where it is next to impossible to tell where one leaves off and the other begins. But now, the balance is threatened.
I see. So what are we to do about this?
I fear that if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the Great Oak has begun to recede. We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether. Both the Great Oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
Very well. Together we shall root out this evil that threatens this town. What must we do, though?
I suggest you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place. There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men. If these rumors are true, then I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well.
Very good.
Go to the Vale of Shadows, learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Arendelle. We'll get back to you. We're definitely going to look around here in the town first. See if we can't find the blacksmith, and if there are any other potion shops or churches. This inscription upon this stone reads, "In memory of the Arch Druid Tolban, founder of Kuldahar." Potter. Let's check in with the potter and see what he has for sale.
By your leave.
Who are you? What do you want with me? Easy, friend. We're not going to hurt you. We just have some questions. Questions? What kind of questions? What is this place? This is my shop, is my home. I used to make pottery here, but there doesn't seem to be much point anymore. I've closed shop and packed up my things. As soon as the pass is clear, I'm heading south to Baldur's Gate. I hear it's nice there. What can you tell us about disturbances in the pass? Disturbances? Yes, people disappearing. Monsters everywhere. Even the weather has turned against us. Nobody knows why. Not even Arendelle. Well, best of luck to you. Farewell.
By your leave.
Let's follow this path up north here. Let's see what we can see in the town. there's another building over there. Evening Shade Inn. Alright. Hey Nesbeth, go over here and do a quick reconnoiter. Actually, come over here first. Looks like there are a few buildings here. I'm using Nesbeth, our monk, because she is unencumbered by armor and very fast. There's the tavern, and it looks like a couple of private homes. Let's check out this other building up here. It's much easier to get Nesbeth going around and doing this quick reconnoiter, either her or Regis, but Nesbeth is a little bit faster in town where it's safe and there's no need to stealth around, so I'll use her for that. Regis, I'll send him around in stealth mode when we need to take a look around in dungeons or unsafe areas. Aha! We found the blacksmith. Let's get the rest of the party over here. We've definitely got a lot of gear that we can sort out and sell here. While we're waiting for the party, I'll get Nesbeth just to kind of scout the area around. She can get back to the party pretty quickly. Oh, an air machine, huh? And I'm not sure what that is. Is this back around to the Potter already? No. Looks like maybe a private home. Run! The Vale's filled with Yetis. Tried to outrun them, but 2 of them still chasing me. Run! Get help! Okay, well, dang it.
By your leave.
Let's get the rest of the party up here to help out. I don't think we want Nesbeth taking this all by her lonesome. And we definitely don't want to turn this town over to the Yetis. Alright, let's get up here and see what the Yetis are doing. Alright, let's do some strategy here. Deanne, take this guy. Tavalnish, take this guy. Strider, help out here. Gelvan, protect the... Yeah, Gelvan. Whoops, that's Gelvan.
I am ready.
Gelvan, back in the back.
Best.
Deanne, take this guy. And then Nesbeth, get over here on the flank if you can. Regis, stay put for now.
This one's mine.
Alright, we've taken one down.
Ready.
We'll get Tavalnish up here to help Deanne. Gelvan. Let's give Deanne some healing here. Nesbeth, get over here and help out. Strider, make sure you're attacking this guy. Regis, go into stealth mode. And... Alright. Those 2 Yetis are gone. It looks like Gelvan and Nesbeth leveled up. Are there any more Yeti? No, but there is a map's edge. Gelvan, go pick up that gear there, whatever that is. Yeti pelt. Yeti pelt. Alright, we're not gonna go off the edge of the world just yet. Let's go back to... I'm sorry guys, this is a long map here. Let's go back to the blacksmith and tend to our business. I really think we need to get rid of the extra gear that we're carrying around. Maybe head over to the inn and get a night's rest. Probably need to check out that airship first. And maybe that large door down there at the bottom. And then we'll rest up.
By your leave.
Alright, Gelvan, you're in front. How about you talk? Welcome, stranger. What can I do for you? Greetings, my name is Gelvan. Who might you be? The name's Conlon. I'm the local smithy of these here parts. If you're needing a sharp blade or stout mace, I'm the man to see. Best take advantage while I'm here. While you're still here, are you going somewhere? I suppose so. With all the skullduggery that's been going on around here, I imagine I'll not be around much longer. I see, so you're planning on leaving town. Ha! I wish that were possible. The southern pass has long been snowed in by these damnable weather we've been having lately. Now I hear that even the northern route to Tin Towns has been blocked by an avalanche. Mark my words, none of us will last through this winter. We are all done for. Well, I have no intention of dying here. Why is it that you are so ready to line your own grave? Not much for me to live for, really. My Mary passed a few years ago from the fever, and now my son's gone missing, snatched out of his bed in the middle of night, right out from under my nose. He was just a boy. I'm sorry, Conlon. Any idea who or what took him? If I knew, do you think I'd be standing here pounding at metal? He just vanished, I tell you, gone without a trace. Even old Arendelle couldn't find a trail, and he's got a nose for such things. I imagine whatever took him will come back for me next. I can't say it'll be unwelcome. I've spoken with Arendelle. He believes the source of disturbances may lie within this Veil of Shadows. The Veil of Shadows, eh? That doesn't surprise me. That place reeks of evil. Most folks in town avoid it like the plague. Those that wander off in that direction, they're never heard from again. Well, may I see what you have for sale, please? Alright, let's start at the top, and we'll get rid of all the battle axes, the short bow, and the dagger. No need keeping those. And then to Volnish, we'll keep the arrows and give those to Strider, but we'll get rid of all these battle axes, dagger, short bow. All of these things are already duplicates. Gelvan, let's get rid of the short bow, the Yeti pelts. Kind of the same exercise here. I picked up all these battle axes just so we could sell them for funds here. Short bow I'm going to keep. Throwing axes I'm going to sell. Alright, Strider, battle axe and dagger, short bow, sell. And then Nesbeth, I'm going to keep the dagger. The blur, he's not interested in. So let's take a look at... We've got 895 gold. Let's take a look where there's a couple of things we're looking for here. For Strider, I think we're looking for a scimitar. Now we've got a pair of scimitars for Strider. Alright. Everybody else is well provisioned. Plenty of arrows. Longbow, we've already got that. A short bow +1. Okay, that may be for Regis, but not for Strider. Throwing daggers. This is all standard gear. I'm just looking to see, yeah, I think, ooh, composite longbow +1. That would be good for Strider. I believe he already has a composite longbow, though. We'll take a look here in a second. Bastard sword, short sword +1. That would be good for Regis. Katana might be good for, I don't know if anybody has, katana capability. It's such a rare weapon. I don't think I picked a proficiency for that. Plate mail +1. Ah, nice. Helm of the Trusted Defender. What is this? Ooh. That might be a good one for our tanks. And then Faith Killer +2. Wow. One-handed axe. I don't think anybody has that proficiency. Ooh, the Giant Killer Sling. The Spear of White Ash +3. Wow, this guy's got some great gear. The Giving Star. Oh, that might be interesting for our cleric. Oh, yeah. And the Lonesome Road, what is this? Two-handed axe. That might be interesting to Volnish. We'll have to get him the proficiency. The Sword of Murloc Bale. Longsword. The Blade of Bale. The Troll Slayer. Wow. Okay, we're gonna come back here. There's just a lot of good gear right here. I can't believe this guy is heading out. We need to convince him to stay. The shoulder belt. I think we're good for now. 200's a little bit expensive, and I don't think we had. He's not interested in the scroll. I don't think we had anything else that we needed to identify. There's no potions or anything. Everybody's pretty well emptied out. Let's see. What was I going to check? Proficiencies. Composite longbow +2 is what Strider already has. Short sword. Flail and mace, I believe, is what he has. And then the halberd for Tavalnish. And then the flail and mace for Dan. Alright. We're going to come back to this place. There's a lot of really good gear there.
My pleasure.
Let's go check out that airship. Oswald Fiddlebender. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in. What can I do for you? What is this place? Why, this ship is my home. At least it has been since I crashed here over a year ago. I know. She's not much to look at, but someday I'll have her back in one piece and in the air once more. I see. What is it that you do here? I am an inventor of sorts. I make things. Things that are meant to improve the lives of others, like this ship, for instance. I also dabble in alchemy. Would you care to sample some of the potions I've concocted? Sure. What sort of potions do you have? I have all kinds. Currently I'm working on a special brew for the farmers of Kuldahar. Something that will help protect their livestock from the bitter cold that seems to have settled upon the valley. Several farmers were kind enough to donate some cows to serve as test subjects for my experiments. I think we saw those cows coming in. You're feeding experimental potions to these cows? Don't you think that's kind of cruel? Nonsense. I would never hurt these animals. In fact, I've come to think of them as my friends. Besides, without my help, they would all freeze to death. I see. Do you have any potions that we might find useful? Most certainly. I'd be more than happy to supply you with whatever potions you might need. At a fair price, of course. I'm sure. Very well, let's see what you have. Alright. Deanne, we're going to get you a potion of healing. Tavalnish, we're going to get you a potion of healing. And then let's take a quick look. Antidote might be good for Gelvan to carry. We don't want to go too crazy. Oil of fiery burning. With some more funds, that would be a good one to have in case we run into trolls. There's some really good potions here. Flaming oil would be another good one to have in case we run into trolls. Alright. Thank you, Oswald. Very kind. We'll come back when we have more money. And you know what? I think that's enough for today. We'll check out the rest of the town next time. But I think this has been good. We need to get rested up. Actually, we need to level up as well. Looks like Nezabeth and Gelvan have both leveled up. So we'll go over here to the inn. We'll check into the inn. We'll level up and we'll get a room. And we'll finish up today's adventure. Alright, so Gelvan, let's level you up. No new proficiency slots, no new skills. Class is now 3. Level up results, 1 additional level 2 priest spell, 10 additional hit points, and 1 additional lore. Then Nezbeth, No additional proficiency slots, but lots of 10 skill points. Again, for her, we're going to put all of her skill points into Hide and Shadows as our monk. And it looks like her base deco went down. She's got some more hit points. Nobody else is leveled up. They're all geared. No inventory management things that we need to take care of. Well, let's do. I take that back. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's get these potions in the right place. Get those arrows over to Strider. We'll leave that potion in his. We'll leave that in his inventory in case somebody else needs it. Everybody else looks to be fairly well geared. Alright, plenty of arrows. We'll add his scimitars into quick slots, but we'll just equip the arrows. We'll equip the arrows since he's our archer. And then, oh, Nezabeth, we didn't look to see if he would buy our scroll, but I doubt it. We could probably sell that to Oswald next time. So let's have a chat with the innkeeper and see if he's got any rooms. Alduin, you're looking for a room, or do you just want to let the chill in? I got no room for stragglers. Show some corn, or I'll show you the door. Well, yes, I'm looking for a room. Do you have any free? Yeah, we got a little space left, but I don't want to hear any haggling over prices, you hear? This is the only inn in town, so don't even think you'll be finding a better deal anywhere else. Very well. Let's see what rooms you have. Alright, well, thank you guys. This has been good. I've enjoyed this. I knew there wasn't a whole lot of combat. There was a lot of story today. Next time we'll check out, in episode 6, we'll check out that church, or whatever it is there south of the blimp, and then we'll head over to the Vale of Shadows. Anyway, this is Vorpal Planing signing off. Again, if you liked the episode, please give a like to the video. Feel free to leave comments. Tell me what I'm doing well. Tell me what I'm not doing well. And tell me when I need to stop doing. And if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel so you know, and then do a notify so that you know when I'm posting a video. Vorpal Plating signing out. Have a great day.